Alright. So, we finally saw this goddamn movie. After it feels like 2 or 3 years of trailers.
The same thing over and over and over again.
And just in case you didn't see the first 100 million times, they show it verbatim again in the movie.
Yeah, there's like just a couple tweaks.
No, like there was an entire sequence. It was exactly the same trailer, just over again with different music. I was like, are you kidding me? I can't escape this fucking trailer. I
will say this though, I still laughed at the poodle.
Yeah. Bring back the stupid town for new generation. That being said, the rest of the movie's fun. Like, it was cute.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, I liked it better than Minions.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've heard this is better than Minions.
No, it's like, this is an entertaining movie.
Yeah. It's like, admittedly, it's like, personally, I wasn't like super engaged in like the first act, but once the second act rolled around, like the humor got better. Just
no, the characters were enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I never thought I'd say this, but Kevin Hart actually played a character that I liked, which is new for me.
He stole the show.
Where he wasn't playing Kevin Hart, and I think I have this theory about certain comedians that just play the same character over and over again. Put him in a voiceover though, and they'll actually give a shit.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell's especially in this category. Because, like, I like Will Ferrell whenever he's not physically there.
With the exception of...
the Lego movie. But
yeah, because he was both a voice actor and physically there.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's mostly just because he was like, okay, I have to try this time. I can't just scream and shout for... I mean, granted, Kevin Hart's still screaming and shouts in this movie, but it's not in a Kevin Hardy way.
Yeah.
Like, it's more he's just this psychotic little bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is kind of fun.
He kind of reminded me of Reggie the Koala from American Dad.
You're talking to someone who does not watch American Dad.
Right, sorry, I thought you'd seen some of it.
Like, you keep, like that in The Simpsons, you just expect me to know these things, and I don't know why you'd get that assumption.
I don't know. Well, sorry, it's because we've talked about it so many times, and the whole mention how you look like Seth MacFarlane thing, but I keep forgetting you're not, like, the biggest fan of him, and understandably so.
And maybe that's why I hated this part. You know what the worst one was?
Yeah?
Someone at Great America called me this. They said I looked like the pink guy from Monsters University. I was like, wow, that is a low fucking blow. You can't come back from the pink guy.
Randall?
Yeah, the little short pink guy. His head's mostly in my face, which somehow made it worse.
The one that Steve Buscemi played. No, a different one.
No, not the salesman guy, like the little kid, like a freshman kid, basically.
Oh, right. Okay, I think I remember now.
It's like, fuck.
But yeah, back to the movie though.
Yes.
It's like I said, we're both agreeing. It's like it got to a fairly entertaining point.
No, but I'm looking, I was like, okay, it was cute. It's harmless. It's good for kids.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, I've seen worse. And you know what, this is beyond passable, which is
I mean, like we laughed. We said laughed several times.
Yeah.
The characters were fine. Moved at a brisk enough pace.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's a elimination movie, so like some jokes are really relying on poo and butts.
Yeah, and also kind of some in-house advertisement.
Shameless in-house advertisement. But for like in exchange for that, you do got like good performances from Kevin Hart, or even like I prefer Louis C.K. when he's live acting. But I can tell he's trying.
Yeah, he did he did a decent job. It's there's a certain like. I wouldn't say discomfort, but you can tell like he's not quite as comfortable.
No, I think you can tell like there's little peaks where he's like, oh, there he is, there's Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Like the part where he's talking about how like, maybe the descendants from Wolf thing and just a load of bull.
Yeah, like
one time like someone's like, Mommy, where do we come from? And she said wolf, and he goes, oh, wolves? He said, yeah, sure, fine. I'm like, oh, there's Louis C.K., there's a cynicism, there it is. I mean, no, I love his show. His stand-up's kind of hit and miss for me, but like I love his show. Louis is a fantastic show.
So I've been told.
Granted, like again, the show's kind of hit and miss too, but like when it's good, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. Like that's what keeps me watching, especially the later seasons get a lot better.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I don't. I like Gidget, the Pomeranian, but then again, I might be a little biased there because I've like had Pomeranians since I was like 10.
Right.
Not by choice. I want to make that clear. My mother always just had Pomeranians around.
Yeah. No, she was enjoyable.
No, she was fun.
I love that it's kind of like. She had a certain like playfulness to her that like worked really well. Like, it was like she was basically the dog version of Lucy from Peanuts. Except
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Except nowhere near as like evil.
No, but
like,
no, she was a lot of fun, and like I like the little characteristics. Like I like how dogs like just have their own little personalities and shit. And they're just like they were dogs, you know, and I'm a sucker for dogs. So it's like one of those things. If you're a dog, this movie's kind of biased against cats, though.
Yeah, all the cats are evil, or you get the one fat,
like lazy bastard. Like
and I enjoyed Chloe though. Just like her cynicism was just like,
just like I see you. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like. Look, it's a dog thing. As your friend, I just want to tell you, I don't care.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
I need to double check who the hell voiced her, because, like, God, she was just on point.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's like, granted, though, if this really is a Secret Life of Pets, you're in a fucked up world more than I could possibly imagine.
Yeah. All I gotta know is that in terms of plot, it's basically Toy Story with animals.
Either that or Oliver and Company.
That too.
I mean, like, you've seen this plot before. There's no doubting that. But that being said, it comes down to just the fun jokes, and the characters are a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, right. Albert Brooks is in this. He was the Hawk.
Oh, that's who that was. I knew it sounded familiar. Wait, who's Albert Brooks?
The Hawk.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's also a like crazy, strangely psychopathic Hawk in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, come towards the dark and foreboding shadow.
Yeah.
And you kind of think he's gonna be the villain in the movie, but no, it turns out he's just a little psychotic. There's actually a great scene that you missed because you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where there's also this gerbil that I guess is like trying to find his apartment through the vents and can't quite find it.
Yeah.
But the Hawk finds the gerbil and like grabs like, no, you don't get to eat him. He's like, oh, fine. Nice gerbil.
Yeah.
Nice gerbil. And I'm just like, ooh, this Hawk is friendly. I like him. He's giving us like his evil, like, I'm going to eat you, like, I can't wait to have you for dinner kind of eyes going on. It's actually pretty funny.
Steve Coogan was in it also.
Which one's Steve Coogan?
He was...
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he was playing all the British cats, basically.
Okay. I like the British cats.
Yeah.
There's a, like, I mean, as far as characters goes, like, there isn't any character, like, I absolutely hated or anything like that. Like, even if the character's in there for like 5 seconds, I found like some enjoyment out of.
Yeah, and like I said, like the only time I was really I was worried was like with the main characters in the beginning, but that kind of went away by the second act. Because like they pretty quickly put away their petty squabbles.
Yeah, as you kind of expect, you know, it's that kind of story where they hate each other, but they're gonna bond, and then things are gonna happen, and shenanigans, psychopathic bunny driving a bus down the bridge, which I will admit that just was my favorite part with the bunny. Just the way this bunny is animated, and the way Kevin Hart plays him, it just works so well together that it really is just a lot of fun to watch, even with my Kevin Hart bias.
Like my favorite part was the Viper.
Yeah.
The Viper and the eulogy. Just doing his, we miss you, Ricky!
There's a goose.
We'll see you in heaven!
So basically, Kevin Hart plays a psychopathic bunny who like runs this underground network of like loose pets that apparently include crocodiles and vipers and shit,
and poisonous snakes. Because I noticed there was the coral snake, the one that wears like with the whole red touch yellow thing. I was like, who kept that as a pet?
And who flushed him?
Yeah.
But no, like, and you can tell, like, the designers are having a blast making these things, like, especially the Viper that ends up dying has one fang, like, all these horns everywhere, one eye missing, and it's like, okay, so...
and the way the Viper dies.
Pure Looney Tunes.
It's just like
pure Looney Tunes shenanigans.
It's like, it's kind of like a midpoint, so sorry for the spoiler, but basically it's just like, but, you know, they do the thing where, like, gets crushed by rocks after trying to get loose from something, pops up to try and kill, whatever... Louis C.K.'s dog's name was Max.
Max, yeah.
Gets crushed again. Yeah.
Then gets crushed by a bigger rock, and then the rock lights on fire. Yeah. Meanwhile, like Kevin Hart's over there, like in the back, we're like, Viper, you were so young, you didn't have to die this way, you didn't deserve this. Oh wait, well,
yeah, it's like, you didn't do anything to anyone.
Well, the guy did it to a lot of people. In fact, maybe had this coming, but no, it's too soon. Just like Ricky. go pan over to the like his frames of like a goose, like evil.
I don't know
Ricky.
why that was so funny.
It was just a performance. It's I don't know. Again, it turned like even then there's a point where like his henchmen get caught by animal control as well as Duke, that the bigger dog that Max initially hates but learns to love after a very weird LSD experience. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. We just gave each other the same look.
Like, what? I need some context, please. But anyway, where they're just like they drive away in this animal control van. Then Kevin Hart just looks over at Louis C.K. and goes, "Hey, get your bacon to you. We gotta team up." So next thing you know,
The way they make the damn bunny smile.
that smile with a clappy hand,
And there's like the two buttons.
and then they sent, I don't know how they just hijacked a bus, and they don't show how it happens. They just are on a bus now, and they're careening down what I guess was like the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
They're deliberately hitting everyone. and then
doing
finally it
some
goes
Tokyo
like
drifting.
Tokyo drifting, and then it just pans through like do you see the truck? And Penner's like, yeah. Bunny Travis stops in. We're about to hit it. just how they animated the bunny smiling and shit. It was fun.
It was.
But you want to talk about the LSD sequence there?
At some point, basically, like, they end up in a sausage factory when they, like, sniff the thing
Shenanigans.
down. Yeah. And they're basically just, like, eating, like, hot dogs out the wazoo. And at some point...
Just out of fucking nowhere, they share this weird, like, Oompa Loompa sausage fest thing going on, where, like, everything's a sausage now, and there's these sausage hula dancers, and
I remember just someone was like, please tell me one of those voiced by Seth Rogen, he gets eaten.
Do you hear the story about how, like, didn't this movie get the trailer for that movie? Or was that... It was some kids movie that came out recently, got the trailer for Sausage Fest in front of it.
I'm sure they got the Green Van trailer, though.
I don't think so. It wasn't this movie, some other kids movie that came out recently, but either way, I heard there's like, oh man, somebody's fired.
I got the stupidest smile right now.
So yeah, during that whole sequence, he and I were just like,
Yeah, we're just like
what is happening? Like, what are in these fucking wieners?
pretty much.
Like, Jesus. Like, I mean, there's some parts where, like, I honestly kind of wish it went a different direction than it did. Like, there's this one part where there's this older dog named, was Pops or something? Mm-hmm. It's like, it paralyzed in a wheelchair. And there's a montage of how he gets around town through his various transportation methods. And there's one part where just they're on a construction site for some reason, going around, and all of a sudden this is like this pipe, like this big beam just hits out and nails the Pops character, and it's like, wouldn't it be great if that dog just died right there?
Technically, because he was voiced by Dana Carvey, but he did actually do a pretty decent job with it.
No, he did fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would laugh like that if that was just the end of that character, just so abruptly, just, oh shit. I don't know, maybe just my dark sense of humor is like.
On that topic, you may want to watch the movie Feast.
I've never heard which Feast.
It's an independent movie, like a horror comedy movie, where basically like this group of people kind of like hole themselves up in a in like this, I think, a bar in the middle of nowhere. They're being hunted by these different creatures. And
so, Cabin in the Woods?
No, but basically like the running joke is like they're just like there's the thing like every time they introduce a character, it's like name, occupation, odds of survival. They show these things. There's one who's like, odds of survival, pretty fucking good. And like 5 minutes in, he gets eaten.
Nice.
And then
like,
I'll tell you more about this one later.
I want to see this movie now. I want to see
it's
this.
like it's not a good movie, but it's fun.
It sounds like my kind of movie.
Yeah. Oh no, it's one thing like it's just kind of there, but it has some golden moments. Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you more about that after we're done with this.
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a good kid. It's good for kid. It's good. Probably my favorite Illumination movie, to be honest.
I still prefer, I think, the first Despicable Me.
I always thought the movie was just kind of meh. Like, it's one I found myself enjoying a lot more.
Yeah.
And of course, you got like the stupid Happy song playing, or you got the poster for Sane on the bus, which is like, really. But no, like it's fun. I like the way all the characters are animated with their own like distinct personalities.
The personalities and just the animation in general are fantastic.
Like I always like how the Pomeranian just had like the slightly wacky tail.
Yeah, just the kind of even addressed the end, just the
like, hey, cool it.
Yeah.
and shit like that, or it's like even like just some of the side characters are so intricately designed and shit. I was gonna say, wait, we never did find out after that gerbil.
You know, you do.
You know, we do is like in the ending montage. It was a lot of awe and a lot of like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So like, if you like animals, you like this movie.
And one kind of funny moment involving a dog that pisses itself.
Oh yeah, Chihuahua. I get so excited, like, oh, hi, master. Oh.
It's like, ah!
Yeah, I've seen people. I know people with Chihuahuas. That's about right. There's like, what was it? Ron Swanson quote. It's kind of like, if your dog weighs under 50 pounds, it is not a dog, it is a rat. That is a Chihuahua in a nutshell. Chihuahuas are not dogs. They are just little bigger rats.
Yeah, I remember, was it Jeff Dunham said something like that.
I don't doubt it.
Or it's like, if you're able to punt your dog over the fence, it is not a dog.
Oh, Jeff Dunham. Yeah. That's another one of those people I think that people hate more than they should.
I liked his comedy, but his shows, yeah.
Oh, not the TV shows. I'm talking stand-up. I haven't seen.
I enjoy stand-up.
I haven't seen any of his shows, which may be for the better. Maybe that's why I have a better opinion of him than a lot of people I know do.
Yeah, no, I enjoy Jeff Dunham.
I mean, not all his characters work, but
yeah,
so they're funny. They're funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, what shows did he do?
I think he may have only had one. But I do remember
like a sketch comedy show or something like that.
Yeah, did not go well.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
I remember. Only other thing I think. Oh, you know what? It's because I forgot he guest starred in a couple other things here and there. Like I remember he was in an episode of 30 Rock.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I mean, I can't think of a whole lot else to talk about rather than I just had fun with it.
It's a pretty simple, kids movie, but it gets the job done.
So for all the stupid fucking hype I've seen for the past couple years of this movie, I had a good time. So better than what we got coming up next week.
It was better than BFG.
Oh god, so much better than BFG. It's bad when the fucking Kevin Hart movie is better than the Steven Spielberg movie. Steven Spielberg!
Oh, I forgot. We also got a short before it.
Oh yeah, the Minion short. Yeah, that felt more like, yeah, we're still trying to cash in on this insane popularity these things have.
Because it was like maybe one thing I think I chuckled at, and that was just, it was pretty forgettable.
Yeah, it's like, it's going for the Looney Tunes shtick, but it doesn't have the character memorability. What's what I'm looking for? Memorability?
Yeah.
There you go. I don't even know that is a word. But you know what I'm trying to say. That, the Looney Tunes characters have.
Yeah.
So, like, doesn't quite have the same weight. But yeah, it makes you want to have a grabber for dog poop now. Because I don't know why I never thought of that. That's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, because he usually just is mush.
I guess. It depends what kind of dog you have.
If it's like the dried up stuff, then yeah, go on ahead. I always used a shovel.
I gotta use a fucking bag.
Unfortunately, the dog that I used to have pooped a lot. So I had to use a shovel for the back.
I just try to stall until my roommate gets home so he can take him out. Because it's my roommate's dog. It's not my dog. So like I just watch over him every now and again. Yeah. It's like, oh, fine. I'll take the dog out because I have a horrible gag reflex. So that's why I can never take the poops when I had dogs at home. I was always like, okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do. I turned to Seth Rogen for a minute. I'm touching it.
Yeah. It's like you sounded more like oh god, Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day Resurgence.
Someone make that picture. Someone make that gif. Just dub my face over Jeff Goldblum's. Michael with dog poop. And that is when Michael, the Comic Nerds Reviews, turned into a show talking about poop. But yeah. So, if you like this, if you like simple animated movies, you'll like this. I think it's a harmless kids movie.
Yeah.
It's a fun kids movie, and I think families will go have there's enough for everyone here, I think. Yeah. Unless you're just a really cynical asshole.
Yeah. And there's no way it's gonna win any awards.
Oh god, no, not a chance in hell. But like for what it is, for like an hour and a half opportunity.
Hour 45.
Something like that. To get your kid to shut up for that long, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's colorful, and it's pretty, and the animation's really good.
Yeah.
They made New York look gorgeous.
Yeah.
And like, it was like, man, this is a lot better than any picture New York I've ever seen.
Also, there's plenty of other of my favorite voice actors in that movie as well. Like Jess Harnell and Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings in this movie?
I'm not sure who, but yeah, he's in there.
Oh.
I remember hearing it at some point, but Jess Harnell, he was the voice of the, one of those animal control guys.
Oh, okay. So he's like in, what, 2 scenes?
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. All I could think of is when I was watching the Patton Oswalt sketch about living in New York. Have you heard that one?
No, I must hear this at some point.
Just basically starts out with like, I'll see all my pretentious theater friends say, you gotta move to New York, man. That's where it's at. You gotta move to New York. And now after living there, I know why they wanted me to move to New York. Because after 6 months living in New York, you're just like, I hate everyone. I'm miserable. And I want someone else to be miserable. And I want to know that I was responsible.
Oh, that reminds me. That was one of the other good jokes that they made in the movie.
Which one?
It's like, they're going to Brooklyn? Hey, I heard it's making a term now. It's coming back. I'm not talking about some hipster housing project.
That did remind me. I did like the closure that Kevin Hart's character had.
Yeah. She's like,
like we're gonna all kill humanity. Little girl can say, "Can I have the bunny? Can I have the bunny? What you doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
What you doing?"
Oh, it was like, what was that? It was like, can I have the bunny? Can I have the bunny and the piggy and the crocodile and the whatever the hell it was.
I did like how the pig had like little outline tattoos of like different body parts. I thought that was kind of clever.
You notice how the one in the butt said bacon?
That's clever. All right. So like, and like, there's some clever visuals in here, like the snakes with the like maybe bars and the asking for the password and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So there's some clever visuals. There's enough here to like keep you entertained. You can tell it's obviously made to be in 3D because there's all kinds of look, it's right in front of your face, captions.
Yeah. Like stuff that kind of like shoots out at you, or they pull off How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, so How to Train Your Dragon was like easily the best 3D movie I've ever seen.
For me, it was that, Hugo, Avatar, and a couple of
I never saw Hugo in 3D. I saw How to Train...
Oh, it is beautiful in 3D.
I love Hugo. Hugo's a great movie. But anyway, like, no, How to Train Your Dragon, that one is like the only movie I've ever seen that legitimately gave me vertigo watching it. Because the 3D was so good. But... Anyway, go on.
I think it's enough we can probably say about the movie, though. Should we get on to the trailers? Because, like, we just be repeating ourselves at this point.
Yeah. So we got that trailer for Moana. Or is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. I really want to see that one.
Like, this is the second time I see the trailer. I still want to know more about the actual main character of the movie. I'm a little annoyed the characters focused on the supporting cast. But
on the other hand, well...
it is the most colorful character of the cast.
Also... the other person is being introduced.
True.
Like, so the Rock's gonna have way more star power.
True. Still.
Plus, this is just a teaser. I think once we get to a full-fledged one, that'll be another story.
I mean, like, it's like second time I'm seeing this trailer, the animation for the water and like the islands. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That is some beautiful.
Yeah.
Made me want to go back to Hawaii so bad.
I miss Hawaii.
Me too.
I miss Kauai.
Honestly, that might be the next trip I save up for if Comic-Con doesn't happen next year.
My next trip's gonna be the honeymoon.
Lucky you.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna be Hawaii though, but we are gonna try and go to Japan.
That'd be cool.
Oh hell yeah, I miss Japan too.
You been to Japan?
Yeah, I went to Nagasaki in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have not heard this.
Everyone's so polite there.
Well, unless the talks I hear about them bringing back the military is true.
Yeah.
Nobody polite with an edge. Take back what is ours. Anyway, no offense to anyone in Japan. I have a high respect for your culture, as I just insulted all of you. But no, like the animation from Moana, just amazing.
And didn't we have the piece of crap follow out that is the antithesis?
The wildlife, yeah. Where it's like, oh, Ratchet, man. Why can't you pick good movie choices? I feel so bad for him.
For Ratchet and Clank, I understand.
For this, there's no excuse.
I'm pretty sure you probably said the same thing about Drawn Together.
Was he in Drawn Together?
Yeah, he was Walter Sockbat. He was the SpongeBob ripoff. So
you showed me one episode of that, and that's when I looked at you halfway through and said, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It is my guilty pleasure.
Like, so I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because I watched a solid half hour of them just making fun of Asians.
I don't know why. I know it is lowbrow humor, and somehow I found that episode funny. That and the gay Terminator episode.
One episode is all I needed to see.
I know. I know.
It's like, don't ever make me watch this again.
I'm glad you at least got one laugh out of it.
But I don't even remember what it was.
It's like, yo, Batman, I need your help. Oh, wait. You're on the naughty stool too? But why? Well, that's not a very nice prank to play on Alfred. He needs those pills to live.
Yeah. I like how you just pinpoint and memorize the exact point where I laughed.
There were a couple other moments. I remember that was the one I know you legitimately liked.
All right. Then we got Ghostbusters, which we're gonna try to see that before I go on vacation next week. We're gonna make it happen.
I know it's gonna be you and Ron. I'm gonna try and join just to join in on the most likely hate. Or I'll be the one moderate guy that's just like, it wasn't that bad.
I have a feeling I might be that moderate guy, because I kind of like Spy, and from what I've heard of this movie, this isn't the worst thing in the world.
For me, Spy was...
I said kinda.
Yeah. Spy was kind of like... It was decent, passable, but it was... It was, yeah.
I don't know. I'm
overrated. There we go.
I'm just hoping that this isn't as awful as I keep believing it will be. But we'll see what happens. Let's get that over with next week. And then we got Trolls, which is the first time I've seen this trailer. I don't know. DreamWorks has a reputation of just having shit trailers for movies that actually turn out pretty good.
That's true.
Like Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3 all had god-awful trailers. The movies are fantastic.
Yeah. Now that being said, though, this is Trolls!
I know, but weirder things have happened. We said the same thing about the Lego movie.
No, you said the same thing about the Lego movie. I knew from the get-go I was going to love it because it was Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Well, I was using we as in the voices in my head. We confer every Friday.
I know how you feel. I have a bi-weekly meeting every Saturday with mine.
Sometimes they have it without me, which gets weird. Just kind of walk in like, hey guys, what's up? They go, nothing much. Could you step outside for a minute?
You ever have those instances where you're asking why you woke up with a knife in your hand?
Day or night?
Usually night.
Okay, well, there was that one time where the police came over to say hi. And then I didn't see them again either. Nor did anyone.
That wasn't quite that unfortunate.
Should probably look into that.
Maybe
it was after I watched the pilot episode for Fargo.
You know what? Maybe you shouldn't look into it.
Yeah, I finally started watching that show, by the way.
Enjoying it?
So far. Yep. But I don't know. It could be good.
Yeah.
It could be good.
Yeah. By the way, you recognize the main actress in that show, though, right?
Which main actress?
Alison Lohman. Not Alison Lohman. The officer. The main.
Okay, she looked familiar. But
she was in Krampus.
Oh yeah.
She was the sister of the wife.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like barely remember her, but
yeah.
I remember more of the monster designs in that movie than I do the actual human characters.
Fair enough.
Because that fucking Jack in the Box still freaks me the fuck out. Like, I still honestly stand to this day like the creepiest fucking horror monster I've seen in years.
monster designs are so great.
And then we got the trailer for Stork. This is the first time we've watched like the full trailer.
Yeah, because last time I only saw like the second half of it.
Yeah.
And I finally saw the power move. That was amazing.
I told you it was great. Even after I told you about it like 3 times, it's still great.
Because the way you said it's like you made it sound like you said Force knows that just deadpan, just that low power move.
But I can't do it the way Kelsey Grammer does it.
I was like, oh, that was amazing. And also just still the quiet fight.
Yeah. So it looks like there's enough laughs in the movie. It's like, okay, you have my attention, so I'm hoping it'll be good.
Yeah.
Or at least get a few laughs out of me.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't just show the funniest parts of the trailer. But then we got Kubo and the Two Strains, which movie I really want to see.
I'm so excited for that, because like...
Claymation is a lost art form.
Yeah. The weakest movie I've seen from that studio was Box Trolls, and even then it wasn't, like, bad.
No, it was just okay.
Yeah.
But even then, there's still some pretty funny parts in that movie.
Yeah.
Like
the...
crazy psychotic girl.
Yeah.
Did they make you watch?
Or was it, how do you get to Curd Way? Oh, you just stay on milk for a few hours.
Oh, I forgot about that joke.
It was just because of the fucking...
I mean, as far as the movies go, Paranorman's still my favorite.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I know people like people for Coraline, but I watched that movie. I was like, I don't know. I think Paranorman's better.
They're they're both fairly close, but I love just kind of like the extra thematic elements that Paranorman has.
I love...
No, it's, you know what? I like the thematic elements of Paranorman better, but I like the characters of Coraline a lot better.
I don't know. That's a kind of a coin toss. I mean, of course you have, like, what's his name? Cat guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? The voice actor.
Keith David.
Keith David. I know it's David something. Keith. I can't. How can I keep forgetting Keith David's name? He's a magical man. But I don't know. I just like. I like in Paranorman. I know we're talking about other movies at this point, but I like about Paranorman. I like that it took risks with what it was willing to say in its story.
I agree with that. That's
and I like really like the characters, like even just Anna Kendrick as like the bossy teenager, or the big buff guy that turns out to be gay,
which I actually kind of saw coming.
I know, but still, like it's in a kids movie. That's so relatively unheard of. And it feels like everybody like big deal about how like Finding Dory had like maybe a lesbian couple. Everyone forgets that poor Paranorman had like the first openly gay character, who's a big buff normal guy.
Yeah.
You're the grown-up, aren't you? Not mentally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Casey Affleck was amazing in that.
But no, like that. Honestly, like the finale, the finale, the climax of Paranorman is still like one of my all-time favorite climaxes.
You know how I describe that movie?
What?
It's the Silent Hill movie that we should have got.
I can see that. But I also like just the themes in that movie. I like. I know I'm like apples and oranges. If you like Coraline better, I get it. Yeah. But for me, it's like I like the themes in the movie better. I did like the characters a little better in that movie. That's just more personal taste, though. Yeah. And I just like, again, I liked how it took risk. I like how it actually like realistic lessons about bullying, rather than just beyond bullying is bad. It's like, well, you're gonna have to deal with that shit. That's just part of life. But at the same time, you know, there's got to be a balance, and like just seeking revenge for revenge doesn't accomplish anything. So I really liked all that stuff. I thought it was really good. But so I'm hoping Kubo and the Two Strings is kind of like, I don't want to say return to form, but better than Box Trolls. Yeah. And we do have Matthew McConaughey as a samurai cockroach.
On that topic, what's up with him without the accent lately? It's kind of weird.
I know, like I didn't like. He's also insane. He plays the koala, which I didn't figure out until like you pointed out to me. He's like, what?
Speaking of which,
yeah, we got that trailer next. But yeah, that looks like a movie. That's like the dark side of Illumination that I'm afraid of. Yeah. It's like, hey, let's have a jukebox musical. Oh no. Like you lost me immediately at jukebox musical, like that and Strange Magic we had like, was it last year or the year before?
I think it was last year.
Oh, that was like, that's a movie, like I think it was the last movie I got super drunk to before I saw it.
I will say this though, I am kind of interested in the fact that it has an ensemble cast, and the cast that they do have.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's all for a stupid fucking jukebox musical. Yeah. And it's like,
and apparently auto-tuning the main guy from Kingsman.
That's who that is!
Yeah, that's like, oh, Taron Egerton.
That's who that is. Okay, and that's in...
Eddie the Eagle's a gorilla now?
And Idris Elba is his father? Fuck yeah! Come to think of it, I kind of hope Idris Elba's in the next Kingsman movie. He's probably not, but I want him to be in one.
All I know is that Channing Tatum and Colin Firth are.
I'm down for that.
Me too.
I'm down with Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
I will admit, it took a long time, but he's come a long way from the early days.
It's like, it seems like once Magic Mike and 21 Jump Street came around, that's when things started like, he had his own reconnaissance.
He found his stride.
Yeah.
He found what he's good at. He was really, I would say he's really good in the Hateful Eight, too.
It was a pretty small role, but...
No, but he owned that role. Yeah. He owned that small part.
The way he went out.
True, yeah. So, like, no, so, like, I'm on board with Channing Tatum nowadays.
He kind of had his own reconnaissance.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, good for you. You worked hard. You won my respect, son. You won my respect.
Yeah.
And was that the last? Yeah, that was the last trailer we got. So, yeah, any final thoughts for Secret Life of Pets?
Not really, like we said. It was just kind of, it's a good, decent, kids movie. Definitely has its moments. Is it the best thing ever? No, but it's on the side of good, which is all we could really ask for.
It's fun. It's good for the kids, and the parents will enjoy it too. So as far as kids movies go, that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like something just so painful to watch. Like, I feel bad because I know when I was a kid, my parents take me to go see Pokemon the first movie. And I still think they haven't forgiven me for that.
I'm trying to think of like one of the ones my parents probably would have forgiven me for.
I don't know. Those back in the those are the dark ages. Well, I mean, we kind of have the dark age of kids movies nowadays, really. But at the same time, it's kind of a mixed bag because you have some like really brilliant and really like push the boundaries of what's acceptable for kids movies, like Paranorman or like even to a lesser extent like Finding Dory, maybe. At least how handles mental illness.
Yeah.
But or like shows like Gravity Falls. You still need to watch that show, by the way.
Yes, I do. I'm just waiting for a day I can watch with Jasmine.
Yeah. There's also one I saw recently that you would like to, where you can see like surveillance tape of him doing something, or Grunkle Stan doing something, and he goes, "Ah, son of a biscuit barn! Wait a minute, I'm by myself. I can swear for real. Son of a and it got so black.
Oh my god! Oh, that is amazing! Oh wow!
So like that claymation line.
Which one?
I think I told you about this one. It really turns like all the claymation monsters are actually real.
Oh yeah.
And it just goes like, "Are you crazy? Do you think we spend hours and hours and hours like moving people like little clay motions to make a movie? No, I'm not a masochist. I use dark magic to get and do what I want." But anyway, so yeah, it's a good movie. So go check it out, and I'm gonna try to see if I can drag somebody, see if Mike and Dave need wedding dates. Which means more than likely I'll text Matt. Like, "Hey, buddy."
Because thankfully I'm mostly not going to be available.
"Hey, buddy, you doing anything tomorrow?" God bless that man. He will see anything I ask him to.
Yeah.
Like, I think this last week, it's like, "Hey, you free tomorrow?" It's like, "Yeah, what are we seeing?" It's like, didn't even ask any questions. Like, "Yes." Love it. Well, aside from what we've seen. It's like,
yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
What are you showing him?
We did watch The Purge Anarchy last week.
Oh.
It was entertaining.
Okay, I expected as much.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was like, there was some enjoyable parts.
On par with 2, probably.
Yeah, about that. I'd say 2 is a little better. But like, there was one part in particular that made me laugh, where it's like there's a giant swinging pendulum in the middle of nowhere, and you see like you don't see these people, you just hear them in the background going, "Ah, we almost got him! That was so close! All right, have a good night. Be safe."
Yeah. I remember which part that was in the trailer. Well, now I know Frank Grillo doesn't get his face chopped off.
No, but I did like just the teenagers. That's actually a line there. It's like, "Oh, you guys have a good one."
Really?
Yeah, that's not me making a joke. It's actually what they say in the movie. Just like, "All right, you guys be safe. Good, be safe. It's Purge night, you know." We'll get you next time. You're good.
That's actually pretty funny.
But yeah, so. I think it's all we got, so
yeah.
we'll see what I get. And then it's time for me and Ron to go see Ghostbusters. And then next week I'll be at Comic-Con. So if you're going there, if you see me, say hi for like the 5 people that would go there that would actually recognize me. Otherwise, I will be doing Comic-Con-y things.
He'll probably be dressed as Riddler.
More than likely, because I don't have any other time and money to invest into that costume. Next year, if I get to go next year.
Maybe you'll see Billy D. Williams again.
That'd be fucking
I
awesome.
remember you and your fantastic cane.
That was a glorious day. I shook his hand, and his hand has touched God's. Don't go there.
Well, I wasn't.
This deal is getting worse all the time. Of course, we have to end on a masturbation joke. So,
Good night, everybody.
Good night.